But what I found was when I accessed them as people first, they felt better about themselves. You're not teaching them just content, you're teaching them the mindset.
Hey, I'm Kathleen Rumford from Katalytic Empowerment, where we delve into topics for parents and homeschoolers. And in this 6-part Katalytic Empowerment series, we'll be learning from our guest, Donnie Fitzpatrick, who you just briefly heard. In this final episode, part 6, Donnie summarizes how creating the mindset of being strong in who you are as a person and you can't be wrong allows students or anyone to be more confident in self-advocating and in engaging in life. By providing his students a safe space to share and process their ideas and beliefs, he engages them as human beings rather than human doings. You can do the same with your own kids so they can step into the person God uniquely created them to be. Let's jump in now. Can we tie this back to what you said at the beginning of when you went into teaching 4 classes instead of just the one or whatever, and now you built deeper relationship? Can you tie this back to that, where the kids can't be wrong, and you said you saw like an escalation of their grades were better and all this kind of stuff, because why?
You see, the one thing is in high school, normally what happens is I have them for one class, then they leave me and then they go to someone else to teach them physics. Thank goodness I got someone else to teach them physics, because I'd be terrible at it. But what happens is they leave my class and there's a mindset that's there that I can't be wrong and whatnot. They switch over into the new class and it's like, hey, if you don't have this done, this done, this done, all these doors are going to close. And now it's fear-based and they're freaked out. And so now it's like, and then everything you've taught them before has now just started to diminish. It can be diminished by lunch. I could have them in the first class. They could be excited. By the time lunch rolls around, they're panicked again.
Yeah.
So when you have them for a group, a chunk of time, what you're teaching them, you're not teaching them just content. You're teaching them the mindset. And that's why things like strengths and that you can't be wrong are so important, because there's a time and a place for 2 + 2 = 4. There's no debating that, right? You have to learn those things. But what I found was when I accessed them as the people first, they felt better about themselves. And when they feel better about themselves, and that doesn't mean giving them everything. Like I run a tight ship. Like, it's like, you don't get, like in my class, you don't get to say, I don't know. That's not an option. You can say, I'm unsure at this moment. Can I get back to you on that? You can say, I'm not really sure right now, but my best guess would be, but you're not allowed to say, I don't know. Because it's not about whether or not you have the right answer. It's about, are you engaging in the process? And what we do so often is we're okay with kids struggling over a math equation or writing a thesis statement, but we're not okay with them sitting with their feelings and struggling through that. And it's like, that's okay. I'll sit here and I'll be with you. Okay. But you got to do it. You got to engage in this. And so I guess the key piece is that when I had them for 3 or 4 classes, when I accessed that part first, then what I saw is the other parts started to get better. And kids, like I said, that didn't even want to read ever, were like now being protective over our classroom library. They were like the ones taking the charge. And it was really cool because they're not students being human, they're humans being students. And so that piece, some people hear this stuff and they think, well, it's kind of like, oh, that's too soft, it's fluffy stuff. You're talking about feelings and whatnot. It's like, this has nothing to do with that. This is about actually raising the bar. Because if I give you the skills to speak and it's actually in alignment with who you say you want to be, now we can have a different type of conversation that is about holding you accountable to that. And now me teaching you the skills of how it is that you can live in alignment with that. It's not about this. It's not about being fluff. It's about, let's get to it, so that if we're going to have a conversation, if you're going to get in crap about something, then let's make sure it's about you getting crap over the right thing and not something that I'm making up in my own head. And so what that means is I have to change the way that I'm showing up so that I can have those interactions with those kids in a different way. The key thing is, one, like I get choked up right now, like in this second I'm choked up, is this isn't a thing about parenting. It's not, this is just like, when I think of this, it's like, it's not like a parenting workshop where you're trying to say this is how you should parent. It's just, I just want to be part of a solution to try and help parents and kids align so they can have those meaningful connections, so kids can then, with some confidence and some support, parents and children can walk side by side as they celebrate and go through the different challenges that they face in school and as they transition out.
Thank you so much for engaging in this fascinating topic and discussion. I pray that you've been encouraged and feel more equipped to help your child develop the mindset of being strong in who they are as the person God uniquely created them to be. Check out the resources in the description to help you in this journey, and please share the series with anyone you know who might be interested. And as always, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more on parenting and homeschool topics. Till next time, take care and God bless.